Studio Dean was supposed to save anime, bro.
Not getting into this.
They made your favorite anime, Konosuba. Don't
John,
you
don't
forget
worry.
that.
That is
Don't
true.
you?
John.
No one forget. They
I
made
love Studio
Yuri
Dean.
on Ice.
I do love Studio Dean. No
Don't-
shame.
No, they didn't. Mappa
No,
made
they didn't make
Mappa
Yuri on
made
Ice.
it.
That was a bold-faced lie.
That
I
was
just wanted to
a-
slip that in there.
God damn, you lied so smoothly there. It was, I almost believed you. I was like, wait a minute, that's not true. Also,
No,
there
we'll
is-
make it true.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Anime Club After Dark, the podcast that delves into all things anime, manga, and otaku culture related. I'm your host, Alex, but you can call me Senpai, and joining me tonight, we have our czar of source material, John.
You know, now that I'm looking over this list, there are two of them I don't actually read.
That you wrote down.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's a huge surprise.
that is a huge
know.
surprise for what we're doing tonight. We also have our average cathedral enjoyer, Shinoda.
Boys, the Notre Dame is open again. Bless.
Did it actually?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a
That's
whole
cool.
ceremony and everything.
As is
Thank you
Notre
for
Dame's
dating the
defense.
episode, Chinoda.
You're welcome. It happened earlier this month.
Thanks for dating the episode.
Well, hey, I'm about to date the episode again because this is the last episode of 2024.
Let's go, boys. It's been another year.
Cheers. Cheers, my boys. It has been another wonderful year of Anime Club After Dark.
I think wonderful is relative.
Wow, John. So what are we drinking?
It has been another year of Anime Club After Dark.
It has been another year. There we go.
I am drinking some Moscato.
I'm
Very
drinking
nice.
apple cider.
I'm drinking eggnog. The fun kind.
There's no fun kind of eggnog. All nog tastes gross.
Sure, buddy. Keep telling yourself that.
Yeah, I love sugary egg juice.
Absolutely.
But yeah, since this is the final episode of 2024, that also means the winter season of 2025 is about to start. So that is what we're going to be doing tonight. We're going to be talking about some of the things we are looking forward to and maybe not looking forward to coming up in this winter season. So shall we get to it, boys?
Yeah.
Hey, John.
All right.
There's a lot of fucking isekai this season.
Oh my god.
Bro, when I was going through the whole list, I was like, God, has it always been this, like... I swear a third of the shows coming out this season are isekai. They're all
It's
isekai.
normally not this heavy. Like, I think this is like the heaviest we've had in like
I don't know.
a while.
This sounds like absolute cope to me. I think there's way more isekai that come out each season. Y'all just got your blinders on.
No, I'm gonna
So,
count them
here's
after this episode. We're done recording. I'm gonna go and actually count how many isekai there are in the season, and how many anime are coming out this season, and I'm gonna make a percentage. And I'm gonna do that to the last couple seasons.
Okay.
All right.
I could be wrong. I could very well be wrong, but it just feels like to me there's at least 5 to 10 isekai that come out every single season.
I
And
feel
if
like every
you-
season there is about like 8 or so isekai, but like I swear there's like 15 or 14 different isekai this season. I'm like, that's oddly high.
And I just
there's
want to
also-
say, if you guys want to see those percentages, join us in the Discord down below, because John will be posting that in
I'm sure
general.
John will,
probably
too.
like 2 or 3 a.m.
Probably.
Yes, he'll do his research at 2 a.m. and he'll post his results at 3 a.m.
When I'm up, like what do you want?
No, me too. I mean, but anyway, let's actually get into it. So we have quite a few to get into. So let's jump right into it. I guess I'm up first. I'm going to talk about the thing I'm most looking forward to next season, and it is the second season of Apothecary Diaries. Oh,
Let's fucking go!
let's fucking go, boys. I didn't start watching the first season of Apothecary Diaries until it was about halfway done. And boy, am I glad I did. Do yourself a favor. If you're watching this right now and you haven't seen the first season of Apothecary Diaries, go watch it. It is well worth your time. It is a phenomenal anime. One of the best
Now,
of 2024.
I'm gonna say
Genuinely.
you should wait until season 2 is done airing, and then just binge both seasons, because you're gonna be like, bro, I need more. All right, and it's like, look, if we got a second season, don't binge season 1, because then they're gonna turn into a weekly anime watcher, and you're gonna hate it. Then you're gonna go read the freaking light novel. Don't do it. Don't fall into the trap.
The John path.
Oh man, but I watched the trailer, man. It still looks so good. It's still OLM and Toho Animation, so I mean it looks beautiful. I'm
still surprised that this is a freaking OLM, so that's the Pokemon studio.
Yeah, it is the Pokemon studio that's making this. It's crazy how good it looks. One of the best color palettes of any anime that came out last year, I think. That along with Freerun. Freerun had an amazing color palette too.
Absolutely.
These aired at the exact same time, right?
They did.
Yeah.
They aired between the fall of 2023 and the winter of 2024.
It was
For
a
2 consecutive
strong
seasons.
season. Yeah.
Yeah, both of those airing side by side. Well, along with the second season of, or the first season of Shangri-La Frontier. That was also surprisingly good. Man, that 2-season like period between fall 23 and winter 24, great period
Godly.
for anime. Great 2 consecutive seasons for anime. Yeah, I'm so looking forward to this. The first season surprised me with just how good it is. I am looking forward to seeing what kind of shenanigans Mao Mao gets up to again. Because God, I love that girl.
I know what shenanigans she gets up to.
Well,
Of course
fuck
you
you.
I'm just looking forward to Gremlin Mao Mao as usual.
Yeah, I said it during our spoiler cast of the first season, which if you haven't seen that, you should go check that out too. That the humor in it reminds me so much of Full Metal Alchemist. Like, Full Metal Alchemist is like ostensibly a very serious story, but it knows when it can like let the reins loose to be a little silly. And Apothecary Diaries is the same way. Like, it knows when it can be silly and when to be serious. And I love that about it.
Like, just a beautiful mix of it, honestly. And that's what makes it so amazing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know what else I have to say about it, except it's what I'm looking forward to the most next season. And I hope if you haven't seen it, like I said, go watch the first season. You won't be disappointed, especially if you love period dramas like I do.
Score distribution, bro. Like, everyone loves the show.
Yeah. That's that. That's all I really got. Normally I talk longer about these things, but
I mean, it's a season 2. Like, statistically speaking, the people who are going to watch season 2 already have seen season 1, right? No new person is going to pick up a series just because a season 2 has come out. Like, it's hard to that's why, you know, it's hard for me to tell people to go watch a show that's on season 2, because realistically, the only people who are going to go watch this show are people who are already into it. Like, next season that's coming out, Solo Leveling season 2.
Oh yes, I should
just waiting for our host to just.
There we go.
There we go.
There we go.
Alone I Level Up, or Solo Leveling as it's actually translated as, even though that's not what the title means. I think the original title is like Alone I Level Up, but in Korean. And it's translated like that in Japanese. Ore dake level up na ken. Alone I Level Up. But the English title is Solo Leveling. And thank God for localization, because I think Solo Leveling sounds way better than Alone I Level Up.
I think Solo Leveling sounds badass, honestly.
Yeah. It's much more succinct and like more proper as a title. I mean, we're going to get to some later in this list that have like mile-long titles, and it's not good.
So,
Even though the title is a complete lie.
Yeah.
Well, no, he's solo, technically speaking. But after season 1 ends, we unlock Jinwoo's actual ability. All right. We thought it was just like, oh, he can level up. That wasn't his ability, bro. That's part of his ability. But his real ability is that now he can summon shadows of fallen enemies. And it's like, yo, he can build an army.
He has stands.
He
literally has stands.
He has stands.
He has actual stands. So season 2 is going to focus on that. I believe there was a compilation movie that came out that was doing pretty well. Solo Leveling is a freaking cash cow right now.
This is the one you're talking about, Reawakening.
Yeah, that was a compilation movie of season 1.
And the first 2 episodes of season 2.
Oh, wow. I hate that. I hate that they do that now because it's
I
like, well, now I kind of
don't-
want to watch it because I want to see the first 2 episodes. But
It's easy money.
it's still done by A1, and it's their A team. It looked really good. Nothing has changed from season 1 to season 2, as far as I can tell. I think all the people are the exact same.
I think even God, what's his name is doing the music again.
Hiroyuki Sawano.
Thank you. Yes, thank you.
AnyChart does not show me who does the. Oh, wait, I can go to staff.
Mm-hmm.
Do.
Hiroyuki Sawano, music composition.
Okay, yep, Hiroyuki Sawano. So a lot of titans in the industry are making this, and it fucking translates well. I liked season 1 quite a lot, but this is based on a Korean manhwa, so you got to understand that with Korean stuff, there's a long expositing, like 100 chapter buildup. Solo Leveling does it in 60 chapters, which is like almost half of what normal
Almost
manhwa
unheard
do.
of.
Well, it's half of what normal manhwa do. Still twice as much as like a manga would do. What I would consider their, so they always call it like the seasons, like season 0. So basically the prequel, the preamble to the main story. That's
Prologue.
what season 1 was.
Yeah, it
So
was
now
literally
in-
the prologue.
Now in season 2, we get to see him like actually use his powers, and there's even more crazy stuff gonna happen. I'm excited. I was disappointed because they were showing spoilers at the Game Awards. Because
For
they
the
were showing
game.
like in the mobile game, and I'm like, bro, they're showing
Yeah, me and-
spoilers for season
Me and
3.
John just screamed out, "Don't look! Don't
They're
look!"
like, don't look, there's spoilers here.
We
Don't
were
look.
both of you were like screaming at Natai, like, look away, Natai, look away.
Because it was spoilers, dude.
Massive
Jeju Island
spoilers.
is gonna be season 3. Like, get out of here. This is a whole freaking thing. But yeah, season 2 is gonna be the arc, saving his mom arc.
Which is like really where from what I've heard from people who have read it, including yourself, John, like this is where the story really like kicks in.
This is where the
Yes.
story starts.
Yeah.
Finally.
Yeah, which was
We're-
probably my biggest complaint with season 1 is like the whole season felt like a prologue, like which it is.
It is,
Which it
and,
was,
and
yeah,
that's how
we told you.
traditionally Korean-based literature works. They will do 100 or so chapters, and they will call
Of a
that season
prologue.
0. It is the prologue. It is the build-up.
Yeah, I
And
guess
it's just like
I can't
a
complain
mainstay
too much
in Korean
because
manhwa. I don't know why they got to do it like that, because like there are plenty of really good shows, but man, it's tough to ask you to read 100 chapters to something before you get to the story. It's like, okay,
before you get to the meat of the story, yeah. Yeah, that was my biggest, really my only complaint with season 1. It's just it seems like this prologue drags on for a little longer than necessarily needed to. I gave it a 7 out of 10, which is like the minimum score I will give something to watch a season 2.
Well, you'll be happy to know season 2 for Solo Leveling is going to have a lot more action. It's going
good.
to have a lot more banger fights. It's going to get good finally.
All right, cool. I'm glad because it needed something. The first season, if the whole thing was going to be like the first season, that was not it, bro. Yeah,
And they're
I'm
also
gonna watch it.
using,
I'm looking forward to it. I'm gonna watch this week to week. It's one of the few
I've
things
also
I'll probably watch. Week to
noticed that with the production quality of Solo Leveling, with how high it was, how much money they've been spending on it, there have been a lot more like K-pop influences in anime recently. It's kind of weird.
week. Yeah, like even in the music, like just in anime music, I've noticed that a little bit too.
I think
Because I
it's
believe
cool.
in season 1 they had a K-pop band actually doing the music for the opening song or ending song or something.
Let's find out.
I think it was this show that was doing the K-pop stuff.
There's
But-
a lot of Korean names in here.
I do.
My
find
God,
it
look at all the
cool
people that worked on this. Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Oh my God, I've never seen such a large staff list for an anime. Holy fuck. Oh, it just
Actually,
keeps
neither
going.
have I.
It keeps going, John. It doesn't stop. It doesn't stop.
Wait, hold on. This can't be right.
Well, the opening is going to be done by Lisa, featuring Felix from Stray Kids, and Stray Kids is a Korean band.
Yo,
I
that's
don't
actually dope as shit.
I don't remember if Stray Kids is the ones who did the music in the first season though.
That's crazy. This staff list is absolutely insane. All right, well, I mean, that's, I guess, Solo Leveling Season 2. Chinoda, what do you got?
I have another season 2. This is for Ishura.
Did you watch season 1?
Yeah. I
Bro.
talked about it a bunch of times. Do you not remember this?
No, I don't remember anything you say. I watched season 1. I didn't talk about it because I thought it was mid as f.
I remember this coming out. I didn't watch it.
Yeah, it was on Hulu. It was hard to watch because it was on Hulu.
Oh, look at that score distribution. Very mid. Look at that
well, I
beautiful
guess
bell curve.
Yeah, I thought it was mid, but I
Yeah,
understand that season 1. I don't want to talk too much about spoilers. Fuck. I thought that there was a lot of build-up for not enough payoff in season 1. Let's say that.
I agree with that statement. But I do also sort of see it as a Solo Leveling situation where most of season 1, it seems
It's
like
just the
it's
preamble,
just a
right?
prologue. It is
Yeah.
literally world building for like 10 of the 12 episodes. I don't remember how long the actual season was, but I think it was 12 episodes.
Something like that. I don't remember.
12
probably.
episodes, yeah. Like 9 or 10 of the episodes was literally just world building and character introduction, and they literally needed that many episodes because it is
Because there's a lot
massive.
of characters. There's a lot of characters. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of named characters that matter, that have cool abilities, that are just like, holy shit, each of these characters could be the protagonist in their own story. And
Can I just say, Chinoda, before season 1 finished airing, I talked to my coworker, or rather, after season 1 finished airing, because I watched it after it finished airing. I predicted the people who are the potential main characters, and I was like, it just made more sense to me, because I was only I think up to episode 5 or 6 at that point, and I was like, of the people that I've seen, I think these are going to be the main characters, and I was right. I was 100% accurate in my predictions, and he was just like, did you read spoiler? I'm like, no, I just looked at the abilities, like, they got to be the main characters. Like, this only makes sense if they're the main characters. But anyway, yeah, I don't know if I'm gonna watch season 2, dude. I just, it was so middling of an experience, like a 6 out of 10 for me, that I don't know if I want to watch season 2 because I don't really care about the story anymore.
I'm
And the
gonna
fights-
watch it.
Like I said, I just, there's so much build up for not enough payoff for me.
Which is fair. I gave the first season a 7 out of 10. I'm looking forward to it because I'm like, okay, they did the world building and like there's stuff actually happening now. It started in the end of the first season. So I'm actually kind of looking forward to the second season to see where they'll take it because like they did all this world building. Like, where are you going to go with it? So I want to give it a chance. And staff-wise, it seems to be pretty consistent. I do believe it's going to be Passion doing the anime again. And
Passion.
Passion. I'm sorry. I don't have something up my butt. The director is actually a really cool person. Alex, you should know this guy. Takeo Takahashi. Yes, the person who directed the first season of what's it called? Hollow, Spice and Wolf.
Oh, you mean the new one or the old one?
The old one, 2008.
Oh,
And he's also done like key animation in Hajime no Ippo and just worked in a lot. He's an industry vet, is what I'm trying to say.
friendship ended with old Spice and Wolf. Spice and Wolf remake is my new best friend.
Anyway, so he knows what he's doing. He's an industry vet. I'm very much looking forward to see where the story goes and what characters show up because it looks like there's going to be even more new characters this season as well, on top of returning characters. So I'm just like, all right, where's this going to go? How's this going to pan out? And
Owl
depending
Yuki's
on
in
how
this.
it goes, we'll see if we get a season 3 and if any one of us will even keep on watching.
I will not be watching.
Fair enough, buddy. Fair enough.
I mean, Aoyuki, I'm sure you're great at this. You can't save it for me. I'm sorry. Neither can you, Yuki Kaji. Nice try, though. Very nice try.
Yeah, a lot of StarCast.
Also, not to derail anything before we move on, but someone in our Discord server just posted an absolutely heinous meme.
Oh no.
I had to try really hard not to laugh at that. But anyway, moving on. I'm next. Übel Blatt, an anime that I never thought we would see. John?
So, I've read Übel Blatt. I am not current on it. I dropped Übel Blatt.
Well, it's finished. Like the manga is done.
The manga is finished, but this is a very old manga. So, funnily enough, I started reading Übel Blatt right after I was caught up with Berserk. And I was like, well, maybe because I read this right after Berserk, but I'm like, this is just a poor man's Berserk.
I've never read it, but I am familiar with the how it's perceived. And
yeah,
I've always heard people say that it's essentially Berserk without nuance.
Yeah, so it's like Berserk in the sense that the main character gets betrayed by what he would assume or what he called his friends. And then instead of being like, the virgin and the Chad meme, right? Like Berserk is the virgin where it's like, oh, I got betrayed. Casca, please help. I have to save Casca and my friends. And then here's the Chad Übel Blatt where the main character goes around and he actually gets revenge. So it's like,
actually gets revenge.
Actually gets revenge. Like he straight up goes and murders the people.
And he's a twink elf.
It's more of like a revenge porn type of anime. I'm surprised it got an anime at all because
after all these years,
it's been so long since I've read this. Like maybe 10 years ago, I started reading this.
When did hold on? I got to find out when the manga ended here. The manga ended in 2019.
Oh wow!
It ran from 2004 to 2019.
5 years ago. So look at that. The manga middling scores at best. It's like, yeah, it's got good action. It's got good like fights, but it doesn't have really good background art like Berserk does. It doesn't have the nuance of a story like Berserk does. It literally is just the poor man's Berserk because it's is it high fantasy? Is that what this is considered?
Yeah. Do you know one thing it definitely has over Berserk, John? It's finished.
You got me there. At least it's finished.
That's one thing you can say it's got over Berserk. It's finished, and its author isn't dead.
There is I don't know who the author is for Übel Blatt, so they might be dead. Who knows? But
this dude,
that guy.
It's only 48 years old.
Oh. Yeah, there's even like a one for one, like it's not a one for one, but there's a
those are titties.
Nice.
What did I just say about? Why do you click on things and just scroll? What is wrong with you?
I don't know. That was really stupid of me too.
Yeah, Jesus. So I'm gonna check out Übel Blatt.
I am too.
Fair warning to anyone who wants to check out Übel Blatt. It is pretty violent. And there's a bunch of essay that happens in it.
Oh.
Yeah.
But John, this anime, well, the manga for sure. I don't know if it'll be in the anime, but the manga is Vosh approved.
Yes, the manga is Vosh approved. There, just like in Berserk, where there's that girl that almost gets essayed by a horse. There is a girl that gets implied essayed by a horse in Übel Blatt as well.
Oh,
yeah. So it's just like that's another parallel to Berserk. I'm like, hey, both of these had these exact same type of scenes.
Like I said,
except one, it is insinuated that it does happen. The other one is like it didn't happen because she gets saved in time.
Yeah, I like you, John. I'm very surprised that this got an anime adaptation at all, let alone after so many years.
Yeah, because most of the time animes are made to sell source material, but the manga's been finished for 5 years. Like, why? Why make this at this point?
Unless the author wants to do some kind of continuation, and this is being put out there to see if there's interest.
I mean, if the anime anime, if the anime does well, then maybe. But I don't know. I'm gonna watch it, and if I can get over the edgelord factor of it, then I might go and finish reading the manga. But I did not finish reading the manga. I dropped it. To be clear.
Okay.
Because at some point I'm just like, this is just gratuitous revenge porn. I don't really care too much about this.
Now, I will say one thing I noticed while watching the trailer. It's not like listed here or anything, but it is going to be airing on Amazon Prime here in the US, and I think worldwide as well, or everywhere outside of Japan. In Japan, however, it's got a couple of different stations it's airing on. One of them is ATX, which is essentially Japan's HBO, where if an anime typically airs on ATX, number one, it's geared toward older audiences, but since it's a premium cable channel, they're allowed to air uncensored anime on there. So I'm wondering if there's going to be a censored and uncensored version.
Sounds like there will be.
Maybe, I don't know. Just because something is on ATX doesn't mean there's an uncensored version. It's just that does happen.
I have a feeling that's probably what will
uncensored,
happen.
Uncensored doesn't matter. The story is shit. Like, I really, like, who cares?
Hey, but it's actual revenge. People like that, man.
Look, there is another one that's going to be coming out that's also revenge porn, but it does it better than Übel Blatt. It's even more chuny with its revenge in this one than in Übel Blatt. So, even in its own category of revenge porn, it is not as good as some other stuff that's been made lately.
Fair enough. Anyway, yeah, like you, I'll definitely be watching to see how the anime goes. Next,
John, what the hell is Sakamoto Days?
Bro, this is a funny manga that I read on Shonen Jump. It's about an assassin who decides not to be an assassin anymore. That's the story.
So John Wick.
To sum it up. John Wick decides to stay at home and be a family man because he's just chill like that, bro.
Does he have a dog?
No, he doesn't have a dog.
Oh, thank God.
It's action comedy, more on comedy than it is action at times. But basically, this assassin retires because he falls in love with a woman. Then he gets married, has a kid. And then he's like targeted by other assassins because there's like a $1 billion bounty on his head.
God damn.
The difference is that Sakamoto retired as an assassin, so he doesn't kill people anymore because his wife says, I don't like it when you kill people. And he's like, well, this is how I make money. She's like, well, if you have to make money like that, then we can't be together. So he's like, okay, for the sake of our family, I won't kill anyone anymore. So that's just like his thing. And other people like try to rope him into becoming an assassin again. And he eventually just adds them to his collection of friends who work at he runs a convenience store now.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
I can see why this leans more into comedy than action.
Yeah, assassins come by every day trying to kill Sakamoto, and then he'll like secretly dispatch them with like a fucking shoe. It's
That sounds so stupid.
It is stupid.
This being done by?
This is being done by TMS Entertainment. So they are a.
What have they done?
Dr.
This is what
Stone.
they've done recently. They're doing the new Doctor.
Oh.
They've done Dr. Stone. What else?
Spirit Chronicles. My Wife Has No Emotion.
Blue Box, which
TMS
is
has been around for a while.
or was airing.
But the main voice actor for Sakamoto is going to be Sugita. So, you know, that's going to be good. Except Sakamoto doesn't really talk that much in the show. The person who really talks a lot is his buddy Shin, who is going to be voiced by Nobunaga Shimazaki. He's kind of like, he's the blonde hair guy that you see in the cover. He's the first one who goes and discovers Sakamoto and goes, this is Sakamoto. If I can take him out, I'll become a real assassin. And then Sakamoto just like instantly bodies the kid. And he's just like, oh my God. And he's like, please, Sakamoto, teach me how to be an assassin. He's like, all right, first rule of being an assassin in my family, wear this apron. Right, no killing. Also, you work at my convenience store now because I need the help.
This sounds so stupid, but I'm actually kind of looking forward to it now.
Bro, you can.
Yeah.
It is pretty stupid, and it's the number 2 most anticipated anime for 2025 coming out. Number 1 is Solo Leveling, and number 2 is Sakamoto Days. I don't think that the hype is undeserved for this because, again, I remember Natai was like, bro, Sakamoto Days, the trailer just came out. And I'm just like, what is this? I don't read this. And then I was like, okay, this trailer kind of looks pretty funny. So I started reading the manga, and I'm like, okay, I can see why people like this. It's actually pretty good.
Now, I want to point out, this is airing on Netflix.
Oh,
and
no.
the last super popular anime adaptation of a manga that I can remember that Netflix was like, yeah, this is ours officially and like exclusively, was the Yakuza husband thing.
So, counterpoint to that, me and Chinoda talked about this in the monthly dump, but oh yeah, you weren't there.
I wasn't there for. So you'll have to,
Alex wasn't
You'll
there.
have to let me in.
But Netflix has a problem with having anime on there that aren't made for the general public. I think non-anime viewers will like watching Sakamoto Days. Just the idea that the main character is basically like John Wick. Like, think about what normies like. Super
John
generic
Wick.
action flick. They like John Wick.
Yeah.
Normies love John Wick.
I mean, animes that do really well on Netflix are animes that cater to the general populace. Not just people who like anime, but just people in general. It has to be just a good show in general.
I would
will
argue some of
that.
I was going to say, I would argue the best performing stuff on Netflix tends to be stuff that's aimed at a general audience.
Yes, like just overall. So I think Sakamoto Days is definitely made for that. It's like it doesn't have super Japanese logic because again, it's a stupid show about assassins, bro. Like that's just funny.
Does it have like Looney Tunes cartoon logic?
I mean, yes, kind of. Like, bro, he was able to block the bullet with a fucking plastic slipper. Like, how?
Nice.
Okay, so
That's some Bugs Bunny level shit right there.
He can take a piece of paper and turn it into a fucking knife because he threw it at the right speed and angle. Like,
John, don't discount the plastic slipper. The chancla do be hurting.
Yeah, exactly.
That is true.
do be giving you some concussions. I'm looking forward to checking this out myself, mostly because of the hype that's behind it, but also having seen the trailer, it does look like it'd be funny.
Oh, what's this Sakamoto Days Part 2 thing? Second part? Are they dropping... Is Netflix dropping the first, like... What are they doing with this?
I don't know.
Summer
so I think they've already announced that it's gonna be 2 seasons at least.
Oh, geez. Is Netflix just gonna drop all fucking 12 episodes immediately and then like
I don't because part 2 says summer 2025. So
yeah, I don't know.
Maybe they are gonna drop all 12 episodes or whatever. And
either way, it's mega popular for a reason. It's pretty good. It's gonna appeal to a general public. I have no doubt that this will succeed, regardless of it being aired on Netflix.
Okay. All right. Cool. I'm looking forward to checking this one out.
I hope so as well, but I fear the Netflix curse. I truly do.
I do. I listen. I'm going in with tempered expectations, shall we say? All right, you're up, Chinoda.
All right, so we got Promise of Wizard. This is another isekai, although it doesn't seem too trashy, other than the fact that instead of chicks, it's guys, because the person who got isekai'd is a girl named Akira.
Oh, it's a reverse harem?
It is a reverse harem. Although, harem, you know how it is. But yeah, no, she
hold on, I'm trying to find this on the list, and I'm scrolling down, and I don't see it. Like
Maho Sukai no Yakusoku.
Maho Sukai. Oh, it is actually all the way near the bottom of the list.
Yes,
okay.
it is.
Yeah.
I'm like, where is it? It's not in, like, what rank is this? Freaking rank 30, 35?
Yeah, it's super low.
It took me a while to find this too on the list. Its source is a video game? Oh, Jesus.
Oh.
Yeah. This is I don't know anything about the game itself. I just saw it and I saw hot guys. I was like, hello, I'm interested. So that's where my interest is coming from. And the other part of my interest is the fact that it's being done by Leiden Films. Leiden Films? However you say the name.
I don't know if you're supposed to say Leiden or Leiden, but it's one of those two.
One of those names. It's being done by them. They've done a lot of things that I like and a lot of things that I dislike.
Ryzen.
Yeah.
Man, they know how to draw thighs. I'll tell you that much.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. They did Call of Night. Unfortunately, they also did Berserk. So take
Wait,
that what you will.
Did they do Berserk 2016? Was that live?
I believe they did. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
Lord.
they did.
Well, yep.
So
There
the
it
thing
is.
that
There it is, John, in all its glory.
They have a massive range. They also did Souls at Work Black though.
I mean, they did Pokozudon World too, so.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Pokozudon World. I love that show.
John, it's such a it's a mishmash of quality. You never know what you're gonna get.
A massive range in
realistically speaking, like a animation studio is not as nearly as important as whoever the director and especially the art director is on a project.
True.
Because the art directors are the ones who are going to be like, all right, this is the style we need to hit. This is what we're going to be doing. So we know that Leiden Films, however you pronounce it, does quality work. And depending on how they do the direction and how they want to move with the project, it can look good or it can look bad. Like realistically, that's the answer. I know that you have to be 10 levels deep into anime like we are on an anime podcast to understand the nuance that just because a certain studio is behind it, it does not necessarily mean it's going to go one way or another. Because Studio Trigger, for example, we expect so much of Trigger, but that's because they always follow
they have a formula.
They have a formula, and it's specifically this is how Imaishi wants to do stuff. So we're all basically just going to copy Imaishi.
Yeah.
But
I will say this.
with
whoever the director
Edge Runners is completely different from what most stuff that Trigger does. It has some Trigger like elements, but it's a far cry from normal Trigger stuff.
I would argue Gridman is that way a little bit too. It's not anywhere near as hyper stylized as a lot of other Trigger stuff.
Yeah, like Promare is the pinnacle of this is Trigger.
Yeah.
This is peak Trigger right here.
Promare is like, okay,
is.
we're going to give Imaishi literal like $1 billion to do whatever he wants. Go.
And a line.
But that's my point. Like, if anyone has watched Trigger, like, oh yeah, you can say that about Trigger. It's like, yes and no. They all want to emulate Imaishi because it has a very successful formula. But when it comes to other production studios, other anime production studios, it's really going to come down to the directors who are going to be making these type of decisions. That's going to actually influence how it's going to be adapted.
So I will say
generally that's true, John, but there are a couple of studios that are uniquely shit.
Studio Dean was supposed to save anime, bro.
Not getting into this.
They made your favorite anime, Konosuba.
Oh,
don't
John,
you
don't
forget
worry.
that.
That is
don't
true.
you?
John.
No one forget. They
I
made
Studio
Yuri
Dean.
on Ice.
I do love Studio Dean. No
Don't-
shame.
No, they didn't. Mappa
No,
made
they didn't make
Mappa
Yuri on
made
Ice.
it.
That was a bold-faced lie. I just wanted to slip that in there.
God damn, you lied so smoothly there. I almost believed you. I was like, wait a minute, that's not true. Also,
No, we'll make it true.
There is one studio later on this list that it's actually the very last thing I'll be talking about today that is very uniquely shit, but we'll get to there.
Anyway,
I would
as I was saying,
put an argument to that, but we'll get to there, yeah.
the art director for this is actually Minami Kasuga, who actually is the art director for Beastars as well.
See?
So might have hope.
Interesting.
But at the same time, the person who is directing is Naoki Tatsuwa, and he's done key animation for what's it called?
I don't care what he's done key animation for. What has he directed before?
Nisekoi.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nisekoi, Citrus.
Citrus.
There were good things about it. Interspecies reviewers.
Okay, there you go. Now you got me. You got me back. You've got me back.
So he's an industry vet as well. Worked on a lot of things.
Oh.
So we do have some.
Bro,
hope
he worked
for
on
this.
Wreck. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Freaking Wreck. Oh Lord.
Okay, I'm gone again.
Look, there's a chance. There is a chance. It does have a lot of pretty boys, and that is the main thing I was looking at when I saw
What do
this. I
you,
was like,
that's the only thing it's got going for it. What are you talking about?
it's not the only thing, but it's the main thing.
Are there yaoi hands? Please tell me there's yaoi hands.
does
There
that
is
mean?
not yaoi hands.
Big
What does that
hands,
mean?
man.
What do you mean? What does that mean? Do you not read yaoi?
Not
No,
too
he
much,
doesn't.
no.
Ask ask
buddy.
your wife what it means. I guarantee you she knows.
Oh yeah, she can give you in-depth summarization of yaoi hands.
Look, I don't consume a lot of yaoi things because I find a lot of it is very problematic.
You read worse. You'll be
I
fine.
was really hoping that that statement was going in that direction because boy, the other direction it could have gone was really bad.
Listen, a lot of yaoi is just like, hey, this is super creepy and rapey, but it's fine because boys are doing it to each other. It's like, no, it's not fine. I have a problem when girls do it too. It's not only the gays can't do it. No, don't worry about it.
Anyways, to summarize, Promise of Wizard, isekai with a reverse harem, so we'll see how it goes.
Okay. All right. What's next? I don't have my list up here.
That
It's
is
me.
you.
Zinshu. Okay. So this is an anime original. So that's always a crapshoot. It could be good. It could be bad. I don't know. It is being done by Mappa. Bless the animators there. They're definitely overworked. I think it's funny that Mappa's making this because it is an anime about making anime. So listen, Mappa, you're fucking cowards if you don't put them being overworked. You're fucking cowards. But no, like, so this is ostensibly about a woman who has this dream of being an animator. She makes her debut. Her first production is really, really good. And then during her second production, she has a bit of a creative block because the anime that she's working on is about something that she's never personally experienced. So she doesn't have a frame of reference for what the story is about. So she finds it way more difficult than her first production that she directed. Watching the trailer, I was kind of expecting this to be more like Shirobako, which part of it seems like it will be. But then there's also this part where it's almost like she gets isekai'd into the story that she's writing. And what I think you're actually seeing in that is supposed to be like her inner creative process. So she's watching the story
don't
play
mess
out.
with Aizoken. Aizoken?
I guess I never saw it.
Aizokun, right?
Aizoken, yeah, I think. You know exactly what I'm
Yeah,
talking
I know
about.
what you're talking about. It's the one with the weird dance.
Yeah.
Yes.
That everyone
I know what
was
you're
doing.
talking about.
fucking anime. God, I love it still.
I haven't seen it, and it's on my to watch list. But I assume that's what it is because this doesn't have any kind of isekai tag. So I assume what you're watching is her creative process inside of her head, where she's actually the story is coming to life in front of her. Interesting concept for an anime. It's like I said, it's an anime original, so we'll get a complete story either way. Rie Kugumi is in it, so that should be enough for John to at least give the first 3 episodes a try.
I mean, it also is basically just the never-ending story, but in anime form. So yeah,
I guess, yeah, sure. I don't know. I'm always I liked Shirobako a little bit. I think it could have been better, but the idea of sort of meta exploration about anime, about making anime, I'm kind of here for.
Yeah, I genuinely love the shows that do that because it's almost all of them seem to be a love letter to anime and the production of it itself. So I genuinely love watching these because like you can feel the passion that's being put into shows like this.
I don't know with Mappa if the animators have passion, more like fatigue.
Well, yeah.
Giant bags into their eyes. I also like how this, in the trailer at least, the director, the main character girl, I mean, you can kind of see it right here. She keeps her head covered with her hair, like her face. Like, she just combs her hair right in front of her face and she doesn't show her face in public. Just like an actual anime director. I don't know, I'm definitely going to give this a try. One, because it's Mappa. Two, because like I get to see how the sausage is made, and it's like, okay, I'm here for this.
I mean, I'm just gonna check it out because Rie Kugamiya is in it.
There you go. See,
that's all I really ask for. Like, yeah,
now
Rie Kugamiya's
she's not
in it.
playing
I'll do it.
not playing a main character, a supporting character, but she's still there.
Good
She's still
enough.
there.
Good enough.
Good enough.
Yeah, more than likely, I'm gonna end up watching this as well.
Also, when I first clicked on this and started like reading about it, I thought this character was OJ, and I thought Simpson,
Why?
but it's QJ. I just can't read.
You have such big glasses. Put them to use.
Look how tiny this writing is. Okay, shut up. Anyway, that's all I got to say about this. Next is John. Oops, there we go.
All right. Long title name.
Very long.
What is the English translation? I'm the guild receptionist, but since I don't want to work overtime, I think I'll just solo the boss.
I
Which,
think this is a light novel.
The
This
English
is
title.
a light novel. You
The
can
English
tell
title
by
I have
the-
here is I may be a guild receptionist, but I'll solo any boss to clock out on time.
Yeah, I forgot where I grabbed I didn't actually look down here. I was doing this on mobile when I added everything, and it didn't have like the listed names. But the official English title would be that.
Rie
Guild no-
Takahashi.
Yeah. The main
Sold.
character
I'm in.
is
I am
Rie
in.
Takahashi. Yes. It's being done by Cloverworks. If you watched 2 seasons ago for our monthly dump, I'm very impressed with Cloverworks thus far after Windbreaker because man, did that look really fucking good. Also, they worked on Spy Family, but who cares about that, right? Actually, everyone
I
cares
will
about that.
set you ablaze right now. How dare you?
Well, Cloverworks does a lot of good work, so
They do.
I don't read this. This is one of the ones I don't read because I was like, I read this. I'm like, have I read this before? I'm like, I don't think I've read this before. But the basic story is that the guild receptionist, Alina, she likes being a guild receptionist because it's safe, it's a good paying job, but she's annoyed that the adventurers that she has to help out are too slow at their damn job. So at night, she sneaks out and fights these monsters and beats up monsters in the dungeon so the parties can clear them faster because she doesn't want to work overtime. And I'm just like, bro, bad.
So she's literally the Thanos meme. Fine, I'll do it myself.
Basically, from what it sounds like.
It's so stupid. It sounds funny. I want to watch it. It's also pretty, it looks pretty. I mean, like I said, Cloverworks does not do bad in their adaptations thus far.
Yeah, I mean, you can look through some of their older stuff. I mean, they're going to be doing season 2 of Windbreaker. They did Bochi the Rock.
Yep.
I don't think they did the original Bochi the Rock, though. I think that's just the Riri ones.
Maybe you're right. I could have swore they did, but you could be right because Bochi
Oh, they
came out
did
in
My Dress Up Darling.
Yes.
Oh,
I could have swore
okay.
they did that. Yeah, they did. They did Bochi the Rock 2022.
Oh my god, they did do Bochi the Rock.
Okay, then. Yeah. So, top of their game. They
They've
know
got-
what they're
they've
doing.
got
Cloverworks, top tier.
They've got some good stuff to their name for sure. 100%.
Yeah. So, Cloverworks plus Rie, like, you got me sold. Like, I'm here. I'm ready for
Taryn
it.
and Franks.
Wasn't fully done by them. They it was
I
them plus another studio.
Trigger.
It's Trigger, yeah. I was like,
Oh yeah, it was Trigger.
Drawing the Franks.
Drawing
was
the Franks,
Trigger
that's
and
Trigger.
Cloverworks.
Yeah, it was a co-production. Anyway, yeah, no, John, you already sold me. You said Rie, and I'm
All you had
just
to do
like,
was
yeah,
say
I'm here.
Riri.
yeah, it's just a comedy. It's funny.
Yep, I'm here for it.
Okay. I'm here for it. This might be one I check out because it's not an isekai. It's just a fantasy, right?
Yep, not an isekai. Just a fantasy.
No wonder you don't read it.
Damn,
See,
roasted.
It's funny because I was like, there is an isekai guild receptionist one that I did read. So I was like, is this the name? And I was looking through it. And I'm like, no, it doesn't seem to be it. The story doesn't seem like it's the same thing that I read.
All right. Well, last in our in-depth section will be Chinoda with a movie.
Yes.
A gay movie.
Wait, what?
Go ahead.
Sure. Well, I mean, there is a gay character. Anyway, Senpai wa Otokonoko, the movie sequel
Did
to
you just say
the first.
Otokonoko?
That's the
Shiko
thing.
noko 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 kashi
Otokonoko.
Otoko. Yeah, you said Otokonoko. It's like, no, it's Otoko Noko.
Otoko
Otoko is one word.
It's literally spelled. wait.
Otoko noko. You don't know how to read.
Otoko Noko. Yeah, Otoko
Oh.
Noko.
Well, okay, Otoko Noko.
It's not Otokonoko.
All right, well, I said it
Shiko
wrong
noko
then.
noko noko kashi tan.
Sure. Anyway, this is the movie sequel to the first season, and this is actually finishing up the story because this is a really short manga, to the point where they almost did the full season, in the full story in the first season, but like it would have required an additional couple episodes. So what they decided to do is do the season and then a movie to finish off the last like 20% of the story. And I'm really looking forward to it. It's gonna be the same studio,
Project number 9.
Project Number 9. They've done a lot of things that are, decent quality. Very looking forward to it. Same voice actor, same staff, all of that. So it's the same team going forward to finishing this off. This anime touched me very much emotionally. You'd think the anime was just about this guy who's a cross-dresser. No, it's so much more, and it's so fucking touching. I recommended this to several friends. Each of them cussed me out for making them cry so much after watching this, and I'm like, good, you felt my pain. I did my job.
I'm surprised that this is coming out so soon after the first season ended. It makes me wonder if they already went ahead and edited or created the episodes and then just edited them together to make a movie.
I have a feeling that's exactly what they did, because the amount of content that's left is not enough for a second season. Like, it really isn't. So I think going the movie route and making it into higher quality, I think that just works even better.
I talked to someone who is familiar with the source material, and they said that if they wanted to do a second season, it'd be like something like 4.5-ish episodes worth of material left.
I mean, that's
so it doesn't
I'm
make sense
familiar
to make
with
it. It doesn't make sense to do a whole other season just for that little bit of content.
Yeah, no, and like this is one of those animes where, like, while it was airing, I straight up read the manga because I was like, holy shit, I am invested into this.
It's super short.
It is super short, but like that's one of the things I love about it. It knows what it's about. It knows the story it wants to tell, and that's it. But yeah, so movie sequel to finish out the story, and I'm very looking forward to it. I hope it comes to U.S. theaters.
We shall see. If not, maybe Crunchyroll will pick it up or something. They had
we'll see.
the TV series, right? I think it was Crunchyroll.
Yes, it was Crunchyroll.
Okay. Maybe Crunchyroll will finally start picking up more movies. Jesus Christ, Crunchyroll, get on that shit.
That'd be fantastic.
All right, that is it for our in-depth section. Let's move on to rapid fire. I want to talk about this Welcome to Japan Elf-san, or Miss Elf, whatever. This looks like shit. It looks very generic. A reverse isekai thingy-majig where loser, no girlfriend having thing just gets fantasy people that pop into his house, and it's like, yeah, these are your girlfriends now. Okay.
What?
That's the whole thing.
Huh?
That's literally it. And they just, like, I guess the whole thing is about introducing them to Japan and Japanese culture.
So this is gonna be Japan the show?
Kinda.
Probably?
That's what it seems like based on the trailer. And also with a little bit of, like, romance and comedy, like, sprinkled in. I'm like, okay. If I wanted to know more about Japanese places, I would just watch Zombieland Saga.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know. It just seems very generic in terms of its romance and its comedy, and it's like,
Yeah, this feels like a product placement anime, honestly.
I didn't see any product placement in the trailer, but maybe, I don't know. It just seems
product
like
placement as in location placement, I guess.
It does. It kind of does seem like that a little bit based on the trailer, that it might just be a glorified travel ad.
You know, I'm a sucker for those types of animes because they always look cool and fun, and I'm like, yo, I do want to check that out, so I'll probably actually check this out.
You know, I say that very unironically, loving Yuru Camp, and that is just a glorified travel ad.
It literally is.
Anyway, no. If the elf was cuter, maybe, but no. That's all I got to say about that. John.
Speaking of trash, here's some more trash for you. It's not isekai trash.
Boo.
Do you read it?
I do read this one. Yes, this is why I know what it's about. This is how I can confidently say this is going to be lewd. There are insinuations of bestiality that happen all the time in the manga. So a knight dies fighting evil, and he reincarnates, but he reincarnates as a behemoth, which is like one of the strongest dungeon monsters ever. But he's a baby behemoth, so he looks like a cat. He's a tiny little cat, and he gets discovered by big-tittied elf girl, and she's just like, "I will protect you, Tama." And then it's actually Tama that protects her.
Balls.
She names him Balls. I think in Japan it's pretty common to name your pets Tama, like your cats Tama for some reason. Like one, they say for dogs it's Pochi.
Wantara?
No, Wanko or Pochi. They'll use that a lot.
Yeah, Pochi. Yeah, Pochi's the normal one.
But yeah, like animals just have kind of a generic, like this is a generic animal name that they use. So his name is Tama. It's a generic cat placeholder name. Anyway, he's actually an S-rank behemoth. He's not just a tiny cat. He's just like, they think he's an elemental cat or something because he can use magic, but he's actually a behemoth. And he sits in the elf's boobs the entire time, and a bunch of characters go, "Tama, please have my children," the entire time because he's so strong. But
So
he's a literal baby cat.
If you like bestiality or breasts, this might be a good anime for you.
Yep.
I like one of those two things. I'm not telling you which one.
Hold up. Hold up. Hold the fuck up. Alex, I'm gonna need you to send over your drive.
Anyway,
All of
it's
them.
fine because he's actually an S-rank behemoth. So if you look at the poster here, you can see that the S-rank behemoth is that giant monster behind. That's
I
actually
see
like
big
what he
titties.
is.
Come on, can I? There we go. Look at that. Look. Oh,
But yeah, it's a tensei.
Pixels.
It's not an isekai, but it is a tensei.
okay. Reincarnation.
I don't think there's too much to be had here. The action.
I
scenes
heard
aren't that
lewd
good.
elves. I'm in.
It's pretty lewd. I will say that it is pretty lewd. Not nearly as lewd as some of the other stuff I'll be talking about, but it is pretty lewd.
All right. Next, Shinoda.
Yeah. Probably just wait until certain roommates are asleep to watch that.
You just send over
Unnamed
your drives.
Memory Act 2. I am not looking forward to this.
Did you watch Unnamed Memory Act 1?
Yes, the first season.
What is this about?
Basically a guy who
You lost me already. It's about a guy. I don't want
We don't talk about men here. We don't talk about men's issues. What
I
do we
see a
look like,
girl,
Red
but
Pill
then you said it's
podcast?
about a guy, and I'm like, well, I don't really care.
no,
now.
it's about both of them. They're a couple. But yeah, this prince who
couple.
seduces an immortal witch, beds her and makes her his queen, and
he has actual
TLDR.
like sex
He has
with her.
He has
Yes,
the actual
yes.
sex. Oh my
Absolutely.
god! Actual.
I can't watch.
How
this
can
anymore.
any weeb relate to this?
Yeah, this is the most unrelatable anime I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, he goes from prince to being a king, quite literally.
Yeah, I read.
That's how it works in real life. You are a prince, and then you become
No,
a
but
king.
like in most animes or whatever, you'll see them just being one title for like the entire time, and won't see them actually advance until like end of show or whatever.
All right.
Anyways,
Moving
no.
on.
So
Moving on. We're
well,
moving on.
hold on,
That's
hold
I
on.
nope. It's a lightning round.
Just let me say, they apparently skipped over a shit ton of things in season 1 and season 2. It's apparently gonna be not that great. So I'm just like, oh shit, what am I signing up for?
Listen, the way
Yeah.
that you describe season 1, I already think it's already not that great.
It's
Before
not.
any of this preamble. So, okay, moving on.
Moving on.
Alex.
I want to talk about honey lemon soda. Now, this actually looks like it might be kind of cute. Girl gets bullied and then saved by a group of, like, I guess you would call them outcast students. And then romance slash funny hijinks ensue. I don't know. I'm kind of looking forward to this a little bit. I definitely want to check it out. I am not familiar with the source material, although I did look at it a little. Like, I looked into it a little bit. Apparently, it is rather well liked in Japan. Also, Ria Takahashi is one of the supporting characters, so that is enough for me. Actually, it genuinely looks like it's going to be sort of a very fun little meet cute romance thing. So that's why I'll be checking it out. That's all I got, though. Next. Oh, that is the wrong fucking window I'm in. Why is it not doing that? There we go. It would help if I push the right button. Next.
A rank party of whatever the rest of the title is. Let's see. I left my A rank party to help my former students reach the dungeon depths. Beta male gets kicked out of his party because he's too much of a beta male. Then he finds a new party with girls that he's trained before, and they all extremely love Yuke Sensei. That's the story. It's trash. Not even good trash. It's just trash.
Look at the guy who created the original stories.
Is that a Mogus?
It's a Mogus. Is that it? That's all you got to say?
It's every weeb's dream. Like, it turns out that I'm not useless, and a harem of cute girls actually fawn over me.
It's like, I'll show you, Mom. I'm actually useful.
Yeah.
All right. Fair enough. Next.
All right, this has got to be on everyone's radar. You know why?
I love this manga. Love it.
Oh,
Absolutely
John,
adore
you
it.
know about it. Do you want a TLDR?
I mean, just basic synopsis: dude moves to Okinawa
Yeah,
or whatever, and
Okinawa. Yeah.
is that Ifaruz? I see.
It is
Oh,
Ifaruz playing one of the main
Ifaruz,
characters.
Guy moves from city to basically to the countryside in Okinawa, and for people who don't know too much about Japan, Okinawa is like the Hawaii of Japan, and they have hard accents that is hard to understand.
They country.
They country. It's like going to Louisiana and trying to understand Creole English.
Or even the Cajuns when they speak English.
Yeah, trying to understand the Cajuns when they speak English is basically the equivalency. If you're an American, you understand what that is. And it's actually a love triangle because he falls in love with one of the Okinawan girls, but both of the Okinawan girls that he hangs out with actually like him. So...
And one of them's brown. Let's fucking go.
They're all brown. They live in Hawaii. They're all tan.
No, but like one is
Wait.
more tan than the other.
Serious question. Aren't native Okinawans darker skinned anyway in real life?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes,
because
they are.
they're basically hanging out in Hawaii all day. Like, duh. Of course you get tan.
But I don't mean just the tan. Like, I think they actually have like darker skin.
Yeah, because they stay out in the sun all day. That's the TLDR. I think it's a cute rom-com. I didn't know it was getting an anime, so I'm pretty... I haven't caught up with the manga in a while, but I did read the manga, and I liked it because I was like, dark-skinned blonde girls. My fatal weakness.
Gyaru, you say?
Gyarus.
I'm a little bit hesitant though because of the studio who's doing it, and it's questionable.
Milipensi?
Yeah.
Or Milipensi?
and like their work has not great.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So like the story sounds fun, but like how the actual anime will turn out, I don't know, because the trailers alone, I was like, okay, this doesn't look good.
That
Like,
is
it really
very
does not.
unfortunate. My advice: go read the manga.
Yeah, I might just do that because I like the sound of the story. It sounds cute.
All right, cool. I guess I am up next. Oh god, I forgot what this English title is. I have a crush at work. Can you keep a secret? It's a workplace romance comedy. That's literally it.
With actual adults. Holy
with
fucking
actual
shit,
a romance
guys!
with actual adults.
Can you believe
Jesus
it?
Christ. What
I always
what,
like it when there's actual relatable adults.
Now, will it be anywhere near as good as Wotakoi? I almost certainly not.
Of course not. Wotakoi's next level.
But it is a workplace romance involving adults, so I am here for it. Especially since they had this added thing where they're trying to keep it a secret from everyone. So I'm gonna try this out. I don't have high hopes, but I'm just hoping that it's like a genuinely wholesome.
What's up with the haters
thing.
rating this like a 1? What's up with that?
I don't know.
What do they know about this that we don't know? It's probably because they're adults instead of their kids, right? That's why these haters hate it. It's like, oh my god, I don't want to see adults
They don't have an
getting
adult
it on.
woman fetish. You gotta remember that.
Bro, people sleeping on the office ladies, man. They sleeping on the
I know,
OLs.
right?
Let them sleep. More for us.
I know. There's also no trailer out as of the time of us recording this. So
Okay,
I
that's
don't
also
know.
pretty bad.
That's
pretty bad.
That's sus.
I don't know what it's gonna look like. It's also being done by a studio I've never heard of before, and this is all they've done.
Oh, they've
all
done
they've
fine
ever worked
stuff.
on.
No, they've done fine stuff. Yeah.
Your definition of fine and everyone else's is very different, Shinoda.
Fine as in like okay.
Okay. Anyway, yeah. So maybe it'll be bad. I just don't have high hopes for it, but I will check it out regardless.
Okay.
Next.
And here's something I also don't read. The Red Ranger becomes an adventurer in another world. So this is isekai.
Sentai? Let's fucking go.
It's Sentai Isekai, brothers. Let's fucking go. Red Ranger gets isekai. He gets defeated in his world and gets isekai'd. And now he's going to be a Red Ranger in an isekai world. And I'm just like, bro, that sounds hilarious. 1, I love isekai. I love isekai trash. Okay. 2, I love Sentai. So combining 2 of my favorite things together in one genre, I'm down. I am fucking down, bro. That's all I needed to see.
Power Rangers.
It's Power Rangers in another world.
Pretty much.
That's funny as fuck.
I'm here for it.
Done by
right.
Studio Satellite, so however you pronounce it.
However you pronounce it. I think it's supposed to be Satellite, but I don't know.
But yeah, I don't read this. It's a manga apparently. But like I said,
and it's currently releasing. It's not finished. So
dude, Super Sentai in another world, I'm down. I don't care. It's everything I love. If there's gonna be, I see there's a giant mech in the fucking poster, so I assume there's gonna be kaiju mecha fights too.
Prominently
like,
displayed rear and center, but center nonetheless.
Yeah,
all right,
I'm checking it out.
Cool. Next,
all right, isekai trash time. Finally,
again.
Possibly the greatest alchemist of all time.
Oh, I do read this. I read the manga for this one.
Of course you do.
Look, if this has isekai in its title, there's a high probability that I probably have read it at some point.
Yeah, you're contractually obligated to.
Contractually obligated to read isekai.
Generic isekai trash. Guy gets accidentally mixed with a bunch of people chosen to be heroes, and as compensation, Goddess offers him skills. He chooses alchemy and turns out to be the most powerful alchemist. Gets a group of women. I can already tell exactly how this goes. It's generic.
Yeah.
Don't watch it.
Summed up TLDR. I'm gonna still watch it. Fuck you.
Oh, I'm absolutely watching it. I'm watching it, but I'm telling everyone else this is generic isekai trash. I'm telling you before the season comes out, don't even bother with this shit. We'll tell you in the during our monthly dump once we do watch it. Yeah, this is trash. Don't watch it, and we'll keep on watching it.
Who is we? I ain't gonna be
Me and
spending not a
John.
single fucking
We're not talking about
microsecond
you.
on
You
this
don't
shit.
watch stuff.
Excuse me, I watch.
I'm sorry. You're right. I'm sorry. You watch stuff after it finishes airing. Me and John actually watch stuff as it airs because we love pain.
Yeah, for
Something
sure.
I love pain is just that I have something. I need to have something to fill the void, right? Like, if something's not constantly yapping in my ear about it, I gotta yap, and it's just like it's the whole thing.
That's why he got
Anyway.
married.
Moving on.
That was mean. I'm sorry.
I'm telling Lacey that.
Why, it's
Anyway,
accurate.
yeah, it is. That's why I said it. I shouldn't have said it, but it is accurate. Medalist is the next thing I want to talk about. I remember Yuri on Ice. You remember Yuri on Ice. Will this be anywhere near as big as Yuri on Ice? No. Do you know why it won't be as big as Yuri on Ice? Because Yuri on Ice is
not a
about
guy.
Yuri on Ice is about gay guys. However, this anime is going to be full of lolis, so maybe there's a chance.
Oh wait, hold on.
This anime is full of like elementary school ice skaters. Like, okay.
Yo, whoa, they have an actual
Oh.
age. Okay, no, thank you.
I want to point out, I don't know
Lord.
exactly how old they are. They just look that young.
Okay, all right. I thought you meant they're actual like they're teaching 5-year-olds how to ice skate, and you're like, yes, like whoa.
I'm not saying yes. I'm just throwing this out there that this is happening. Will I be watching? No comment. But
Studio Engi, producers Kadokawa. Well, Kadokawa doesn't usually promote.
Wait, did you say Studio Engi? Oh, that's not great.
they're making
Oh,
unnamed
they're
memory
making
acting.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh,
And
look
they
at
also
this.
made that shit. And that shit. Oh wait, Studio Engi did Gamera? Oh no. Yeah,
Oh,
this
they
is
did
not gonna be
my
good.
Kohai is-
Uzaki-chan.
Uzaki, yeah. Oh, and they did freaking oh my god, what is it? The
that was
the
actually
wrestling
good.
isekai guy.
Yeah, that was actually good.
That was, but that's only because the source material was good. Because it's that funny in the manga too.
No, but the animation for it was actually decent as well.
Anyway,
okay, yeah,
yeah,
Well,
this
ice
is,
ice skating, I guess.
Ice skating elementary school girls. Yay.
Another Vosh approved anime.
Another horse? Is there a horse in this?
Oh man.
I mean, I guess the one thing is the dude that's the one dude, I don't know if there's just one, but the main dude in this is someone who used to be an ice skater himself but had a career-ending injury, so now he's teaching people how to ice skate.
So the why heard around the world. Every time I think about ice skating, but I can't ice skate anymore. It's like, why?
Yes.
Oh my god. So
Oh.
terrible. It's a terrible
Anyway,
story,
moving
but
on.
like also like
It's a horrific story, but it has that one funny soundbite from it. Why?
jeez.
Anyway, next. Salaryman Isekai.
Salaryman Isekai. I
That
read this
glorious
manga.
poster.
Unlike most isekai, the main character who gets isekai'd is just a normal dude. He's just a chill guy, to be honest. Like, but yeah, he's just a salaryman. He gets summoned by the Demon Lord, and
So
Demon,
was Tanya.
and the Demon Lord's like, "Yo, what's up, salaryman? I summoned you because I need you to help lead my demon army." He's like, "But I don't have any superpowers." He's like, "That's fine. Just be a salaryman and help lead my army." So he
Just details.
so he takes his abilities as a salaryman and like knows how to organize and knows how to do supply lines, and like he actually helps the Demon Lord by being a salaryman. Like no
Nice.
special powers or anything. No OP isekai shit. Just a salaryman going like, let me put this in an Excel sheet and see what we can get.
He has the
So-
power of Excel. He already wins the war.
Yeah, he has the power of Excel. So this is how he helps the
The
Demon Lord
greatest
conquer the world.
video game of all time.
Look, supply lines are what wins wars. So,
Yeah, no, like I like it a lot. I think the manga is hilarious.
Okay.
That's it.
Starts on New Year's Day. Holy shit. All right. Next is we had to go to my anime list for this one because this is not listed on any chart.
Yeah, because it doesn't have an exact date when it's airing, just January 2025.
They don't even know when it's airing.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's
Blue-
airing.
No, I think it will be. Blue Exorcist, the Blue Knight Saga. So, Blue Exorcist, it's been back for a while now, and it's actually been getting seasons sooner, much sooner than it used to, and they're going straight from one season to another immediately, and I'm very much looking forward to it. It's been pretty good and pretty entertaining so far, and it's been relatively fine in terms of being able to follow the story. So I'm very much looking forward to seeing what happens in this next arc.
Y'all, I could get my novel adapted into a manga by Wit Studio. That's cool. It's January 13th. That's my birthday. Anyway, what were we talking about?
Blue Exorcist is not bad. Get out of here, dude.
I'm not saying it's bad. It's just been a long time since I watched it.
I mean, sure, but like it's still going, and it's the fact that it's
so is One
might
Piece.
actually be finishing up is pretty damn cool.
Yeah, I guess it's nice to see that it's getting like a finished adaptation after all these years. The manga's done, right?
I have no idea.
Let's find out. Manga?
Maybe?
Are you done?
I'm not caught up on that.
No, it is still publishing.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like, I'm
Wow.
pretty sure it...
Yeah, it's been publishing since 2009.
Oh wow.
Interesting. Anyway, okay, that's cool. I'm glad you're enjoying it.
Yeah.
What's next? So remember when I told you that some studios are uniquely shit?
Yes.
This is one of those studios. My gentlemen, it gives me a great displeasure to announce to you that Go Hands has graced us with a new anime. It is called Momentary Lily, and holy shit.
I will argue Go Hands is not the absolute worst when it comes to making anime, because as we've seen in their shows, at least the two that we talked about, the weird high school one that I hated absolutely, and the cat one. The cat one
was fine.
Was fine. Because they did not use their weird fisheye lens and weird
perspective shit. They do weird shit with perspective
CG shots. They didn't use it too much in the cat one. Like, they used it every now and then, but the hand-drawn stuff for Go Hands is fine. It's just the 3D stuff that they do is whack as fuck.
Now, I want to tell you, I watched this trailer, right? So, ostensibly, this is a post-apocalyptic anime original, by the way, so they're not bungling anyone's, like, source material, thank God. But it's essentially all these chicks, and of course they all have massive titties, because why not, are going around fighting things that wiped out humanity with, like, mechanical things on their bodies.
This sounds generic as shit.
And laser beams. And I want to tell you, for a Go Hands trailer, it didn't look too bad until the very end where they did that stupid fish island shit 4 times in a row.
Go Hands? Why do they keep doing this?
And then they did that thing with the perspective where they try to show you, like, the hands reaching out to you, and it looks so bad. It looks so bad.
I don't understand why a studio that has talent and can draw and animate and actually do good animation does this.
It's a fetish.
I guess.
And John, I encourage you to go watch this trailer, because, like, the first 75% of it, you'll think, Go Hands did this? And then in the last 25%, you say, yeah, Go Hands did this.
Yeah, Go Hands did this.
There might be some good memes that come out of this if they have more of that, like, fish island stuff, because, boy, the ones they showed in the trailer were doozies, to say the least. Anyway, yeah, they're gracing us again with their presence this season. Wonderful. All right, next.
Boy, oh boy. All right, next.
This is you, John.
Here's some more isekai trash for you. Daily life of a middle-aged online shopper, what yada yada, doesn't matter. Look, dude gets isekai. He's an old-ass dude, and he has eBay. He can take loot that he finds in the isekai world and sell it for Japanese yen. And then he can use the yen to buy, like, Japanese shit. He does this, and he sleeps around with women because he gives them cake and shit. And they're like, oh my god, I've never had cake this good. Let me sleep with you.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's It's bad.
Now,
It's a bad.
Now,
Listen.
John, I want to tell you, I've been with women before. That's all it took.
Yeah.
That's all it took.
That's actually fair, yeah.
It's relatable to me.
Okay, so maybe this isekai is for you, Alex. Yeah, give bitches cake and bitches will sleep with you, I suppose. Anyway, it's generic isekai like that.
What a phenomenal name for a studio. East Fish Studio.
I
10 count. Canceled. Oh, fuck me.
I didn't even watch
Anyway.
a trailer or anything. I read the manga. It's isekai trash.
All right. Is it good cake, though?
No.
Oh, shit.
It's so generic. There's nothing redeeming
damn.
about this, and I'm like, I continue to read it, and it's just like, yeah, well, this is my life.
One of these characters has a name I can't pronounce.
Just one.
This one right here.
Oh.
Fuck!
Anemone.
I can't say it.
Just say anemone. Anemone.
Anemone. Alimony.
Alimony.
All right, and last but certainly not least, I can't believe Shinoda only added this because he noticed that none of us talked about it.
Why, Shinoda? Why?
Because I am actually watching
Oh wait,
it,
he does like Dr. Stone, doesn't he?
Yeah.
No,
I
doesn't.
do.
I thought Natai liked Dr. Stone as well.
Maybe, but he's
He
never on to
does,
talk
he
about
does.
his fucking anime.
Anyway, Dr. Stone Science Future is coming out.
Yeah. This is I believe the final season of Dr. Stoner. So apparently their whole goal is they're going to space in the stone world, and I'm just like, okay, how the fuck, what are they gonna do? How are they gonna pull this shit off? I'm sure they will. I'm just like, okay, like, I'm glad they're doing a complete adaptation and like it's actually here. So cool, I'm here for it. Let's go.
God, this is on Facebook. They must be really desperate. Is that it? That's all you had to say?
Yeah, no, there's nothing much
Oh.
else to say.
Well, then if that's the case, then we're at the end of our lists.
Thank God.
That's it.
Enough
I'm
suffering.
hungry.
I guess one last thing I did want to quickly mention. It's not new this season. It's going to be airing into the winter season. If you haven't, and I've talked about it a couple of times on our monthly dumps, go watch this anime right here. It's called Orb on the Movements of Heavenly Bodies. It is on Netflix. It is airing week to week. It is a phenomenal anime that not enough people are talking about. It is so fucking good. Go
Quit
watch it.
shilling for Orb.
It's so good. Look at this. Look.
Mid. That's all I
Look!
see. Mid.
You fucking fuck you. Yeah, I just wanted to quickly. I wanted to quickly say that before we get out of here. So let me put us back. Boop. Right here. And then I guess one last thing I wanted to ask the both of you before we sign off. Since this is the last episode of Anime Club After Dark for 2024, it is the end of the fall season, meaning it is the end of anime for 2024. What do you guys think of 2024 as a year for anime? Was it a good year for anime? Bad year? Mid-year?
I mean, Apothecary Diaries Part 2, Free Run Part 2, like the second cores of them ended this year, right?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
that was really good.
Spice and Wolf remake?
Spice and Wolf remake was really like it's not a banger of a year because I feel like the year that Chainsaw Man came out, there was like there were so many hits, right?
Yeah.
But there definitely was not a lot of bad anime, I will say.
Yeah.
I enjoyed this year. I really liked it. I think there was definitely a...
There are a couple of standouts, yeah.
Yeah.
Windbreaker
I think
was a
you got
standout to me.
the first season of Solo Leveling, which I know a lot of people liked. I thought it was a little but a lot of people liked it. Like you said, the second halves of Apothecary Diaries, Free Run, we had Spice and Wolf remake. We had they finished up the remake of Urusei Yatsura, where right now we're got Ranma 1/2 airing, the remake of that.
Hell,
and that's
you know
phenomenal.
what? I'll say this year's been fan-fucking-tastic because we got Konosuba Season 3 this year.
Konosuba Season 3, yeah.
Eventually,
And Mushoku Tensei. Yeah.
Oh,
And
and
yeah.
Mushoku Tensei. Yeah,
And
we
yeah,
finished out
the
the arc.
the second half of the second season finished airing this year. So yeah, I'd say overall this was definitely an above average year for anime at the very least. I'd say I'd probably give it an 8 out of 10.
Fuck, and we forgot Dungeon Meshi.
Oh
Dungeon
shit!
Meshi,
Yeah.
yeah.
Delicious in Dungeon.
Yeah,
The American
that came out this
translation
year.
for some reason is delicious. I don't understand why. I guess because Dungeon Meshi just means like dungeon food, right?
Yeah.
Like I don't know why they would delicious in dungeon. That sounds dumb. Just say Dungeon Meshi, dude.
Delicious.
Oh,
food in
and
a
we
dungeon.
also got Bokiyaba, what's it called? Danger in My Heart season 2 as well. This has been a fantastic year, actually.
Too Many
Changing my
Losing
mind.
Heroines.
This has been great. And Too Many Losing Heroines. Fuck. Kaiju number 8.
Kaiju number 8,
Oh, I forgot all
Windbreaker.
about that. Yeah, man.
I think this is a great year
Yeah,
for
yeah,
anime.
you know what? I'd agree with that. 8 out of 10 year for anime so far.
8 out of 10 year
Not
for
a
anime.
terrible
It's
year
certainly
at all.
not the best. This is actually something I've thought about. Maybe we could do on the podcast one time. Like each of us come with like our like what we think is the best year ever in anime or our favorite year ever in anime, and we kind of defend why we think it's the best.
That might be a future episode. You
I mean,
guys
I
should
thought about that
subscribe and look forward to that.
Because I always ask this question at the end of the year, and like I've always thought about we should like do like a ranking of years for anime or something. Something like that.
We replaced the Fennies with like a year-end report. Like, here's some animes you should check out if you didn't watch it this year.
Yeah,
we did that last year instead of the Fennies.
Yeah, we did that instead of our traditional award show, which we probably will do again because I kind of prefer that format to the regular award show we do.
Because I hate award shows. That's why I
Yes.
absolutely detest voting for shows. Because it's like, it's
Yeah.
all, there's no actual objective opinion. It's all subjective. Like, it
Though
does
even-
not matter.
Even with our rundown thing that we did, we still each individually gave an anime of the year for ourselves.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
look
We'll
forward
probably
to
do that again. Yeah, we'll probably
Yeah,
do
we'll
that
probably.
again instead of our traditional award show because I think we all enjoy doing that more than like our regular awards. Certainly a lot less effort.
A lot less arguing.
A lot less art stuff that I had to make for it too.
I mean, I didn't mind hopping into the Discord channel or
You
Discord
being
calls
a chaos goblin.
and
Yeah.
just be like, yeah, no, I think you're wrong, and then just leave. It'll make you guys fight about which is better. Like, I'll
For
do that.
hours. Hours.
Literal hours.
Came in for 2 seconds, said 5 words, left, caused another 2-hour debate.
Yeah. Refuses to elaborate, leaves.
What a fucking Chad.
Yeah, we'll probably do that again. Yeah, and thank you all for stopping by to watch us talk about the upcoming anime for the winter season. I hope everyone had a great New Year's, or you're going to have a great New Year's. This is going to come out the Monday before it. And I hope you've had a great time watching Anime Club After Dark this year. We look forward to bringing you absolutely a lot more stuff next year.
Cheers to 2024.
Cheers.
Oh, that's coconut water. I thought that was a giant apple there for a
Well,
second.
I ran out of eggnog, so coconut water it is.
Yeah, thank you, everyone out there, for stopping by to watch us. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff if you like what you saw and want to see more. Check down below where you can find links to all the stuff Anime Club After Dark does, as well as a link to our merch store if you want to buy Anime Club After Dark merch and help us out that way. With that being said, I have been your host, Alex, and we will see you next year. Say goodnight, everybody.
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year. Feels like I put on a fresh pair of underwear.
Oh,
That's a JoJo's reference,
that's
kids.
a JoJo's reference. It's the wrong one for the episode that's about to come out, though.
Oh, yeah, that's right.